Around the world and across the UK, this is BBC News.
Leaders' Speech Day at the Liberal Democrat Party conference will be there from 2:15 this afternoon. And right now it is Politics Live.
Which party best represents British values and patriotism? The Liberal Democrats say it's them. Hello, I'm Vicki Young and welcome to Politics Live. Joining me, Susie Boniface from The Mirror, Miranda Green from the Financial Times and Tim Stanley from The Telegraph. At his party conference in Bournemouth, the Lib Dem leader wants to see taxes go up on banks, energy firms and tobacco companies. Will voters agree? And we'll be joined live by the party's deputy leader.
I'm enjoying this, honestly.
And should politicians do things like this? Remember, it's your BBC News, so we want to hear your voice. Our contact details are on the screen now. Now, so Ed Davey is going to be making his big conference speech later on this afternoon. But in the meantime, he's been saying that his party has a moral duty to keep Nigel Farage and Reform UK out of power. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
On this issue,
but Labour's doing it all anyway, on the boats, on asylum seekers.
They're doing some of it, but it will hit economic growth. There is a choice here. In the short term, if you crack down to such an extent on immigration, you are going to cripple our chances of economic growth, and then we won't be able to afford
I raised the fact that Nigel Farage yesterday said this was going to raise £234 billion and affect 800,000 people to be kicked out. He then took 2/3 of that out, and now we hear that the actual number of figures might be 230,000 people. It's all just been pulled out of his armpit, and it's rubbish.
That is all for now. But go and grab a quick sandwich because I'll be back here at 2:15 on BBC Two and iPlayer for a special programme with full coverage of Ed Davey's big conference speech. I'll be joined by one of his top team and by our political editor, Chris Mason. So do join me then.
Secretary-General Antonio Guterres addressing the UN General Assembly. Viewers here in the UK can continue watching coverage of the General Assembly on the BBC iPlayer. But for now, we're handing you over to our Politics Live team for their analysis of the Liberal Democrat conference, which is underway right now in Bournemouth. They are waiting there for the keynote address from the leader of the Liberal Democrats, Sir Ed Davey. So handing you over to them now.
This is the scene at the Liberal Democrat conference in Bournemouth, where the party's leader, Ed Davey, will be giving his big speech in the next 15 minutes or so. We'll bring you that live. Hello, I'm Vicki Young and welcome to Politics Live. Joining me, Munira Wilson, Liberal Democrat MP and frontbencher, and Polly Mackenzie. She advised Nick Clegg when he was Deputy Prime Minister. Can Ed Davey knock it out of the park when he takes to the stage? He argues that his party can best represent British values and take the fight to Nigel Farage.
I'm enjoying this, honestly.
And should politicians do things like this? If you've got a view about that or any other story, remember it's your BBC News. So we want to hear your voice. Get in touch using the details on screen now. Well, we are waiting for Sir Ed Davey to take to the stage there in Bournemouth to close his party's conference. He should be speaking at about 2:30. We'll bring you that all live, of course. So the question really, Munira, is what does he have to do today? What's the biggest thing he's got to achieve in this speech in the country?
You'll be glad to know that England is only 9% built on, so there's plenty of space, Munira.
OK, on tomorrow's programme, we're going to be talking about bins, if you've got a view on that, Munira. So get in touch via your voice, your BBC News. Tell us your thoughts about the number of collections or the number of bins you have to put out. You can send us a message or even a short video note. Join us for all of that and more at 12:15 tomorrow. Goodbye.
And then I'm saying, can you believe I'm going to be
If you're just joining us, you're watching BBC News. This is Donald Trump talking at the UN General Assembly.
Next week.